Hey guys, BTR Plumbing here, and today I'm here with my 1974, I believe it's a Crane Santon toilet on the flushometer. So I believe the Santon and the Sanito, it might not be the Sanito, but there's two toilets that Crane made that basically look exactly alike, and I cannot find anything on here other than a Crane stamp underneath the bowl, which I don't think y'all will be able to see. I could try to show it, but I don't really know which side it's on, if it's on this side or not. That's the date right there. It might be upside down. And I believe the Crane stamp that's actually stamped into the porcelain is on this side right there. But other than that, I can't find anything else, but I do believe it is a Santon. Also, I do apologize, it's a little bit dirty. I forgot to wipe it down before I started the video, but of course, this is on a 3.5 diaphragm, and like always, I will go back and switch it out for a 1.6 just to show y'all. So again, I do apologize if it's dirty. I did forget to wipe it down, but it also has a nice Bemis seat on it as well, which seems to be in really good shape. There's no real scuffs or chips or damage to the seat at all. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping all these commercial seats that I've been getting. So yeah, enough talking. Here is a flush with the pressure turned all the way up. This toilet has an extremely awesome flush. I'm not a huge fan of straight down flushing toilets, but this one's definitely awesome just because of how powerful it is. On the 1.6 diaphragm, it is slightly weaker, but it's almost unnoticeable. So now I'll do one more flush on full pressure, and then I'll turn the water pressure down a little bit and give it a few more flushes. And honestly, I might try this toilet on a tank too, because I'm pretty sure these toilets also work on mid-tank. So here is another flush. So yeah, again, very powerful flush, and I love how it siphons at the end. My old high school actually used to have these from the same era, I'm pretty sure. So you can see all the rim jets are actually pretty big, so that's what gives it the nice powerful flush. It's very hard to show y'all just because the water level is so high in the toilet that I can't really stick my phone too far down in there. But I do definitely really love the design, like the exterior design, because you can really see the siphon jet channel, which is awesome, and you can also kind of make out the trapway too. Overall, I definitely really like this toilet, just the design and the flush. These are really cool in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure these are great performing toilets too. But something I've noticed with these, because what happened at my school is people would like drop coins and stuff, or like quarters, and they would actually just sit at the bottom because the siphon jet is kind of high up, and anything kind of dense or heavy or flat that sinks to the bottom will not flush through. So that's one thing that I don't necessarily like about these, but other than that, there's not too much more to complain about. So, and this toilet actually isn't that heavy, which kind of surprised me. I figured it would be heavy like my Crane Puritans or like my 1956 Crane Santon, but no, it's actually a lot lighter. So here's one more flush on full pressure, and I apologize for the train in the background. Again, very awesome flush in my opinion. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this cover off, and I'm gonna turn down the pressure, and I'll give it a few more flushes just to see how it does, and then I'll go ahead and switch it out for the 1.6 diaphragm. And again, I'll just do that on video, that way I don't have to merge clips. But turn it down just a little bit more. Okay, now let's see how this flushes. Actually, let me put that back on there real quick. I don't really need to have it on there, I just like it because it makes it look nicer. But here is another flush. It did a double flush there, which was honestly surprising. I don't know why it did that. It seemed like it used a lot more than 3.5, but again, this may not actually be 3.5. I really don't know, but it's enough to flush these older toilets. But the other, this part for the Sloan diaphragm definitely makes it 1.6 because the flush is pretty short. So its flush is just fine on 1.6, but on 3.5, again, it's a lot shorter. But I'm 100% sure that's 1.6, and I'm like maybe 70% sure this is 3.5, but I don't know for sure. So now I'm gonna go ahead and turn the pressure all the way off, and I'm gonna go switch it out for the 1.6 just to see how it flushes. So if you guys like me showing this process in the videos, let me know, and if not, then I'll just go back to cutting it out. But a lot of people like flushometers, and I think a lot of people enjoy seeing how they work and stuff like that. So, because I myself think flushometers are actually pretty cool. So, pressure is off. Now let me just get my tool here. Again, I don't have to do this, I just do it. Let's see. This is very hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna have to set y'all down for 1 second. That way I don't twist it too hard and end up breaking the pipes, but there we go. I just had to give it a small turn and it loosened up, so. But again, if you hand tighten these, normally it's fine. Like, they don't really leak at all. But again, just to be on the safe side, I always tighten them down. So let's go ahead and pull this guy out of here. Again, sorry if this is taking long. This is very hard to do with one hand, but now I'm gonna go ahead and put the 1.6 in here, just like that. Let's go ahead and I dropped it. Let's go ahead and get this thing put back together, and I'll do some more flushes. Again, just like the Kilgore Argus from 1992, which is sitting over there, it actually flushes really well on 1.6. And a lot of these older 3.5 toilets and like 5-gallon toilets actually flush surprisingly well on 1.6, like to the point where it could be used as a 1.6 and it wouldn't have too many problems. Of course, a longer flush is always better on older fixtures, in my opinion. But as long as it siphons, then a shorter flush doesn't really bother me. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the pressure all the way up, and it's going to flush for a second and then stop. It might siphon, and it did. So once the water level in the bowl is steady, I'll go ahead and flush it again. And of course, since it's 1.6, it might not fill up the bowl fully after each flush, but go ahead and put that back on there, and here is a flush. So obviously with 1.6 has a much shorter flush, but it still has plenty of water to get it to siphon, which honestly is really cool. So here is another flush. So in some cases it might take 2 flushes with this toilet on 1.6 if there's a lot of stuff in the bowl. But overall, I don't think it would perform bad on 1.6. And honestly, I might set it back up later and do some tests with it on 1.6, just because why not. But now I'll give you all more of a close-up flush. Here we go. So yeah, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave y'all's comments down below, and as always, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.